The highest-ranking officer Brown in the United States Air Force made a stir with recent disclosure of brand acquisition on new fighter jet of the fifth generation to replace numerous F-16s from the Cold War and untrustworthy F-35. The USAF, according to Brown, does not only require the sixth GAT aircraft of a generation. It needs a reasonably priced lightweight battle to say enhanced combination of pricey fifth generation. Hello and welcome to KYC News. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Like as F-22s or cheaper and lighter thanks to the F-35s and quicker to become virtually invisible for enemies. Now, experts at Hush Kits created a potential adversary referred to as the F36 King Snake fills in all the blanks it would be of what the Air Force desires. The lightest a cheap fighter jet that isn't accentuate stealth, creating a fifth-generation sans design it would upgrade more quickly and easily. And does not have to contain such exquisite technologies, but what shortcomings of the fifth-R generation is us attempting to resolve. Yes, specifically, we are discussing the F-35. The 25-ton stealth warship has developed into the specific issue it was intended to solve with a suggested retail price of about $100 million per aircraft. According to Brown, the F-35 is a Ferrari. Reporters, you don't commute to work in your Ferrari, you only use it on Sundays and not every day. He thinks the F-35 is a premium aircraft. Fighting to protect the USAF, not all of it for the low-level fight or just for routine business operations. Years were spent by the Air Force painting the F-35 as a versatile, reasonably priced multi-role airplane that can do better than range of vintage aircraft, and the F-22 Raptor FA-18 did work. Hornet and various Harrier family airplanes were retired as a result of the F-35 intended to take their position, but Lockheed and the Air Force broke up Failure into the very concept of the F-35. They attempted to overdo it with the F-35. A version with tiny wings is available. Land-based activities, a large-winged variant for the Navy carrier aircraft with a catapult with yet another vertical landing model, a blasting downward lift small deck attack ship's engine with a marine. The concept's complexity increased the price. Increasing costs, forced delays, gave more time for developers to add additional the design's intricacy, increasing costs and lengthening delays, so forth. 15 years after the first flight of the F-35 using its Air Force, only 250 jets as opposed to 1,800 to replace outdated F-16s and pricey F-22s. To claim that the F-35 has fallen short of its seeks would be a misstatement. To say that the mission-capable rate is 69%. Below the 80% cutoff established by the Armed Forces. Current and persistent issues with the F-35 has a faster than anticipated engine, where cockpit transparency, delamination, and unidentified issues, especially with the F-35's power module. The F-35 experiences overheating issues. The weapons bay's interior for infrared missiles, which have a number of drawbacks. Infrared, the reason why seeker heads must remain cool. They function by recognizing heat contrast and heat-related degradation of that capacity. Moreover, pilot blackouts were revealed in several documents. Failures of parts too soon, disasters in software development throughout the decades, and F-35 breaks as a result of gunfire principal weapon. Also, Russians are the true issue. Can quickly identify and jam connection. 16 gives the F-35 access to situational understanding. The most likely enemy the F-35 will run into is dogfight whenever the 16th NATO data connection is in use. Jammed due to Russia's ground-based and 16th Airborne link having 160-mile-long jamming range kilometers. Same terrestrial jamming system known as Krasuka 4 was employed to disable 59 Tomahawk missiles fired at Syria's Shariat Air Base in April 2017. Russia has set up a series of these along their Arctic coastline. There are jammers. Only a few hundred occurrences later, the might come to an end. F-35 manufacturing and spare redirection. Billions of the $700 annual budget billion new fighter program, but would it be effective? A practical remedy for the money. You may recall that the F-35 was pitched to Congress across the globe as a strategy to conserve money. Today, the aircraft's lifetime cost to program with a D is thought to be greater than $1.5 trillion. So the cost of a 4.5 is supposedly less expensive production plane could easily compete with or outperform F-35's flyaway price when everything is said and done. Therefore, with all of these F-35 problems, there is an additional way to save money. Specifically, U.S. plans could be changed to keep older people airplanes and use. The Air Force has made preparations to purchase a new F-15X fighter because it costs about $20 kilo per hour compared to $44,000 to fly. USD for F-35 flight costs. Or the Air Force, for instance, search for cheap F-16 as approximately 1,000 aircraft satisfy the demand. The F-16 is an American aviation legend, nearly 45 years old, with 4 or more 600 units were built, while 3,000 remain. Used by over 25 forces globally. In brief, the first one was the Falcon F-16, dogfighting jet that is fly-by-wire with controls supported by computers. In the U.S. stock, there have been 6 significant block changes, and the newest block of F-16's 12.5 might be processed by 60 modular computers. 000 instructions every second, a sensor, and incorporating weapons. However, the F-16 is viewed as outdated because the flying branch is still using its old from Lockheed since 2001, the F-16. The 17-ton non-stealthy, Brown said F-16 is too challenging to update using the brand new software. The improved F-16 might nonetheless be a light interceptor for competition fighter flight. Syria, Yugoslavia, Libya, and Iraq and similar, but it got dated as a result. Frontline combatant of the Russians or Chinese, they are direct threats to the United States. Therefore, instead of purchasing brand new F-16s, the Air Force has started a cleaning campaign. Sheet layout for a new entry-level fighter discussing F-36 King Snake. Modern attributes. Specialists desired a quick process of design and straightforward construction methods as modern 3D printing techniques to remove the fighter from production lines faster. Regarding the actual design of the plane, the experts advise a less dense construction with extra space, large-scale electrical generation surplus, also a basic onboard computer knowledge and maximum connection of existing data. The process would be accelerated by technology. The F-36, for instance, utilizes the F-22 Vulture's F-119 turbofan engine afterburning to achieve speeds of 1.8 Mach 2 range. Similar to the European Typhoon, the F-36 is made to operate in unreheated supersonic operation when using reheat for at Mach 1.4 reaching a Mach 2.0 speed. The F-30SIXS fuselage is straightforward as well. Shape and upgraded F-16XL wings will be more rapid than the F-35. There is an inboard section on the cranked arrow. Greater sweep rearward, making a carefully regulated high-lift vortex without requiring a four-plane system. The wing additionally provides plenty of space with external hardpoints and fuel superior to the J-20s made in China and far-reaching F-22s. It would displace the King, much like the F-16. A multipurpose fighter jet called a Snake, adequate to missions that are air-to-air and air-to-ground. The jet would be equipped with guided missiles, bombs, or internal bays, but not in a subtle manner in aircraft, packing both. The problem of wing-mounted external hardpoints. A few of the F-35's firing issues. A modern F-36 with an M61 Vulcan weapon installed on the starboard wing path and giving it strafing capabilities. Attacks on the ground forces of the adversary. There aren't many radars, to be honest. Innovations. The King Snake idea includes a APMG-83, the most modern electronically scanned array, the same radar as that utilized in the most recent type of the F-16 with a derivative infrared sensor system. The mini electro-optical, the target pod. Regarding the F-30SIXS moniker, King Snakes. Snakes in North America that are alive 30 years or more, which is encouraging for the King Snake service life on the F-36 is such nicknamed because they frequently consume other snakes, a suitable nickname for a fighter created instead of the Viper. To sum up, the underlying values of the F-36 are affordability and development speed, as well as the capacity to use new technology in the future. However, it's uncertain whether they will ever be successful in constructing a light, cheap fighter. A brand new budget jet might meet the same demise as the previous. The F-35 is a low-cost jet, complexity and steadily gain weight expense before becoming a high-end jet, then is all there is to it. We have enough time for today's video. If you liked this video, please make sure you've learned anything new. Subscribe to ensure that you never miss another video from Front Cost. Until we meet again.